everyone, we are back with another flowerknows perfume review video. So my newest perfumes from the Bunny Garden collection have arrived and I'm so excited to smell these and let you guys know what I think about them, whether I like them or not, what like scents I'm picking up on, and just all of my thoughts on these. So if you guys are interested, then definitely please keep watching. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to be retrying out the cushion foundation from the Bunny Garden collection. I have gotten a lot of comments on my collection review about the foundation and certain things that people told me to try out and different tips and tricks and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do another retesting of this foundation and we're gonna see if any of your tips or tricks have changed my thoughts on this. So that'll be at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you want to see my thoughts on this foundation again. If you'd like to buy anything from flowerknows, I do have referral links and discount codes which you can get 5% off of your order, and I do earn a small commission from it, so thank you in advance if you choose to shop with my links or my code. But for now, I have gotten the gift box that I love to collect. This one is of course the Bunny Garden one, and I did end up purchasing this one. I remembered to purchase it whenever I placed my order for the all-in gift set this time. I love having all of these boxes, and this is what the Bunny Garden one looks like. It's so pretty. I love the look of this one and I can't wait to add it to the rest of my collection. And really quickly, I did get the sticker set for the Bunny Garden collection. I didn't get this with my all-in gift box, so I'm really glad that I got it now. So this is a very cute set. And then I also got the samples of the perfumes. Now, one thing I did notice with this order, typically they have always sent 2 of each of the fragrances that I've already purchased, so they only did 1 of each now. So I wonder if that's like going to be the usual moving forward. And then we have the fragrances themselves. So I'm so excited to go ahead and try these out together. I have not smelled these at all yet, so this is going to be my very first impression on these. All right, so we've got the 2 fragrances. The first one we have here, this is the pink one. This one is called Dewy Rose, and the second one is called Snowflake Bunny. So those are going to be really cute. Let's go ahead and open these up and see what the bottles look like. Oh, so cute. Oh, these are so cute. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. I cannot get over these. I always love the packaging of flowerknows. They kill it every time. Love the little bunny caps on here. They are so precious, and I really love the bow details on here too. I definitely like that they've been keeping the bows. I am so ready to smell these. Let's go ahead and try these out. I think I'm gonna try out the pink one first. I love pink. I'm a pink girl. So this one is called Dewy Rose, and this one, fragrance note is Lychee Rose Accord, so I guess that's like the scent family. And then for the top notes for this fragrance, we have bergamot, blackcurrant, and lychee. For the heart notes, we have jasmine, sambac, geranium, and damask rose. And then for the base notes, we have musk, cedarwood, honey, and ambergris. So I feel like those are a lot of common notes we see in a lot of the flowerknows perfumes. So I am so excited to see what this is going to smell like. So let's go ahead and do our very first spritz. We're going to go ahead and put it on this wrist. All right, we're gonna give that a minute to air out. All right, and let's go ahead and give this one a smell. Ooh, okay. Very first thing I'm smelling at all is rose. It is a rose perfume. So if you know you do not like rose, you will definitely want to stay far away from this perfume because that is the very first thing I am getting at all from this one. It has a very floral, light, airy kind of smell. It's not like a heavy scent. It's not like a deep woodsy kind of scent. This one's definitely a light, airy, floral. Rose is very prominent. So as far as the notes, what am I picking up on? So let's see, bergamot. I really feel like I'm not getting bergamot in this one. That's typically like a citrusy kind of note. I really don't feel like I'm getting much citrus from this one. Blackcurrant is very subtle. I feel like I'm getting just the tiniest bit of it, but it's Not one of the like forward notes to me at all. Lychee, I feel like I'm getting just a hint of like lychee, but once again, really getting past like the rose and the geranium. Those are the two that I think I'm really smelling the most. I really don't even know if I'm picking up on the jasmine. Oh, it's jasmine sambac. My apologies. Jasmine sambac is one note. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of the musk note, but I'm not really picking up on the cedarwood either. Like cedarwood is one of those notes that I feel like I have a really good scent recall for it, but I feel like I am not getting the cedarwood at all with this. If I had to pick out the notes that I feel like I'm really picking up on, it is the geranium, the rose, and like the honey and musk. Those are the four notes that I'm really picking up on the most from this one. All right, so I think it's time to go ahead and move on to the blue one now. This one was called Snowflake Bunny, and I'm really excited to see what we think of this one. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spray this one on the opposite wrist and give that a good spritz. There we go. And let's give that one a moment to air out. All right, and let's go ahead and give this one a smell. Ooh, okay. Very different from the last one. Fragrance note is called Pure Floral Accord. The top notes are Lily of the Valley, Jasmine, and Iris. The heart notes are Rose, Cedarwood, Balsam, and Freesia. And the base notes are Rosemary and Clove. Very interesting. This to me smells like a clean, ivory, soapy floral kind of scent. That's the vibe I'm getting for this one. This one, I'm getting like light, airy, rosy floral. This one, I'm getting clean, soapy, ivory kind of vibes. I really feel like I'm not getting much of the depth from either of these. And what I mean by that is whenever I can really smell like the deep woody notes, I feel like the scent has more like heaviness to it or like more body to it. These are both like, they're up here. Like if a wood is like down here, really grounded, these are like up in the air to me. This one smells like a clean shower. Like you just got out of the shower, you used ivory soap all over, and you're just very clean and a hint of floral. Okay, let's try to dive into the notes of this one and see what I'm picking up on. Lily of the Valley, I do think that is the most prominent of the floral notes. I feel like I'm not getting much jasmine. I feel like Lily and the Iris. Those are the two that I feel like I'm really picking up on the most. Surprisingly, I don't really feel like I'm getting the rose from this perfume at all. Like this one, yeah, it's rose all day, but this one, I'm not getting the rose. Cedarwood, once again, I feel like I am not picking up on cedarwood at all, and that was in both of the fragrances. I'm not smelling them in either of them. Balsam. So balsam, I think of, in my scent memory, it would smell kind of like pine. Don't feel like I'm getting balsam either. This doesn't smell pine to me. Like it doesn't smell very green. Freesia, it's hard to say on that one. I don't really feel like I'm picking up on Freesia. And then the rosemary and the clove. To me, clove has a very spicy kind of scent to it. This does not smell spicy to me at all. And then rosemary I think of as a very herby, very green kind of scent, and I don't feel like I'm getting that either. You guys, this has me kind of like confused. Like reading the notes versus what I'm smelling are very different things. Two very different things in my opinion. Like what I would have thought this fragrance would have smelled like based on the scent description versus what I'm actually smelling. I would have thought like, dang, they gave me the wrong perfume. I definitely think as it sits, it does kind of get a little bit of that deeper kind of smell. But as far as what I get right off the bat from this fragrance, clean ivory soap. That's what I get. And this one I get floral geranium rose. This one's kind of a toughie for me, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't dislike either of these fragrances, but they're not my favorites from flowerknows. They're not my favorites, I'll have to say. Between the two of them, I definitely think that my favorite is the Snowflake Bunny. That one is my favorite from the two, but this is not a fragrance I think that I would personally have smelt at a store and purchased and been like, yeah, that's for me. I definitely think they're both nice fragrances, and I know that there are a lot of people that would really like these fragrances. I feel like these are some of not my favorite fragrances from flowerknows, unfortunately. I do collect them, so I would have got them no matter what, whether I liked them or not, but I just think that these two are not for me. I feel like if you like the Reverie Rose, this is another one that's very like rose forward. I think if you liked this fragrance, you will definitely be more inclined to like this fragrance as well. For this one, I couldn't find another fragrance in my Flower Knows collection that I think smells just like it or very, very similar to it. But I know that there was a fragrance that had like aldehydes as one of the scent notes to it. I think it might have been one of the Butterfly Cloud Color perfumes. It was either the like Snowy Gardenia or what was it, Ephemeral Dream, something like that. I feel like if you liked those fragrances, you might be a little bit more inclined to like this fragrance. I do have to admit though, you guys, I don't know, I'm not really feeling either of these. I will definitely like give them a good go, especially with my Fragrance Friday series that I'm doing on my channel where I like use a single perfume for a full week and then I review it. I will definitely need to do these ones coming up very soon and give them more of long-term wear to give more of my thoughts on these fragrances, because for my very first impression of them, I don't love either of them. And I feel like so bad for saying that because I love Flower Knows and I love a lot of their fragrances. Some of them just don't always hit for me. Knowing what I know now, if I was not a collector, would I have purchased either of these? I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I will in a couple months or so be doing another like updated ranking video showing all of my Flower Knows perfumes. So when I do those, probably maybe towards like the end of the summertime, maybe after their next collection comes out, we'll see where these rank within my full collection of Flower Knows. I do know I've already gotten several comments from a lot of you guys saying that you do really love these perfumes, so I am always so glad when you guys find products that you love. These ones I just don't think are quite for me, but that is totally okay. And once again, you guys, I am not a fragrance expert by any means. I only have so much in my scent database and what I can smell and what I can pick up on, but that is what I'm getting from these fragrances. I am going to go ahead and give another try to the Flower Knows Bunny Garden Cushion Foundation. I got a lot of comments of people saying like you need to shake it, you gotta let it set for a while, and all these different little caveats that I didn't know about before. So I am gonna give this another go. We're gonna keep it pretty brief though. So first things first, a lot of the comments said I need to shake this. So we're gonna give this a really good shake to activate it. I've never heard of that before, but I'm not really familiar with a lot of like Chinese cushions. I have like used a lot of Korean cushions in the past, but it has been several years since I've used this. So I think I have given this a really good shake. So nobody tell me I didn't shake it up right this time because I gave it some really good shakes. Another thing is a lot of people actually liked the color of this one. I will say like at the end when I had everything done, like all my makeup and like you compare it like to my body, I do think it's not as bad of a color match for me as I initially thought, but whenever I'm putting it on my skin, it definitely looks like it's totally the wrong color. I do still think I wish I would have gone for one of the cooler colors. I think I just didn't really think that through whenever I was purchasing this one. But either way, we're gonna give it a go, and I'm gonna use this cushion the whole time. I definitely liked this cushion so much more than the one that comes with it. Another thing people said is that I need to let it set for 5 minutes after I apply it. We're gonna try that and I'll give all my thoughts in a moment. All right, so I've got my cushion foundation here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to dip into here to get some of the product. And I'm gonna start applying this to my skin. One of the things that I mentioned was that I feel like the cushion, whenever I was using this one, it really kind of like strains my hand because I feel like it takes so much effort to apply it. But I really feel like this cushion does not do that. So I think it's just the cushion, but I definitely find it does not do that nearly as bad with this puff. So I definitely recommend this one if you do like cushion foundations and you find you also have that problem. All right, so I have applied the foundation now. So far, I still kind of have the same thoughts as before, but one thing a lot of people said is that you do need to let it set for like 5 minutes. I am gonna go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna set me a 5-minute timer and we're gonna hit start on that. We're gonna sit here. I'm literally not gonna do anything for 5 minutes and just let it set and see what I think about it afterwards. I will say, as we're sitting here waiting, some of my thoughts on this though. I still feel like the color, like especially when I put it on right away, it just looks very yellow on my skin, and any parts where I feel like I couldn't build it up before, like on my cheek area, I still feel like I kind of can't get it like super perfectly even, and a lot of like on my cheek area I do still see a lot of the pinkness coming through, and I think that also has to do with the fact that the foundation is so much more yellow than my skin. I do have very pink red kind of skin on my face, so having a little bit of the yellowness does kind of help cancel out the pink, but whenever it doesn't match, the pink, I feel like, is a little bit more noticeable. I will say, however, I am not the type of person to be really fussy when it comes to like makeup products. I'm not going to like try so hard to baby a product to make it work for me. Like, I'm not going to work for the product needs to work for me. And that's okay if I don't like the product. Not everything has to work for me, and if it doesn't, that's fine. I am a go type of person, especially when it comes to putting on makeup in the morning for my everyday life. I am not just a content creator who sits at home all day and has all the time in the world to do her makeup. I have a traditional job that I go to every day full time, and I do not have time to just like sit there and wait 5 minutes or more for a foundation to set. I don't like having to like jump through hoops to make a makeup product work for me. Okay, we are down to the last 15 seconds of letting this sit for 5 minutes. We're gonna reevaluate it again and see if anything has changed as far as my thoughts on this product. So we're down to the last second now. Okay, so we've let it kind of set, do its thing for 5 minutes. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything to it. So I'm gonna do the touch test. I wanna see, how does it feel when I touch it with my fingers? So I don't have anything on my hands right now. It still feels very sticky, you guys. It feels exactly the same. So yeah, it's still very sticky. I can do the index card test again. Let me grab one. Okay, we got a little index card section here. It's still sticky. It is still sticking to my face, you guys. It's not coming off. It's still sticky, and I cannot stand a sticky foundation. So even letting it set for 5 minutes has not changed anything with how the foundation feels on my skin. And that is, I don't know if it's a sensory thing, I don't know if it's a texture thing, I don't know what it is. That is something I cannot deal with. So it is still very sticky, and like I mentioned, I can't just sit around for 30 minutes for a foundation to set and go on with my makeup. So thank you everybody who did comment and let me know to shake it up and this or that and different techniques to try it out. Thank you so much for letting me know that. However, it didn't change anything on my thoughts on the product, and that's okay. I don't have to like this product. That is totally fine. I know that if you love it, I am so glad that you love it. I think that's amazing, and I love that a lot of people do really enjoy this product. For me, unfortunately, I just don't think it's for me. So I did want to come back on here, update my thoughts, and let you guys know, you know, did the tips help me at all? Unfortunately, my opinions are still the same on this one. I still don't like the scent of it. It's very, very strong. And when I wore that foundation the very first day I tried it, I could smell it all day long. Usually with a lot of products, I can smell them and they'll fade within 20 minutes or so. I could smell this foundation all day long. It's not a bad scent, but it's a strong scent to me. And I'm typically a person that actually really likes scented makeup products, but this one is just very intense. So keep that in mind. If you are someone who does not like fragrancing to products, I cannot imagine someone liking this based on the scent alone. I stand by everything I said in the original video, and nothing changed it, really, nothing. So it's just not, it's not a texture that I like. It's not a consistency that I like. The color is not the best color for me in my opinion, but that was on me. So once again, thank you to all my very sweet and very well-meaning commenters who did let me know all the different things about the foundation. Thank you so, so much. Unfortunately, even doing those tips hasn't made any difference. That is gonna be it for this video. Once again, if you guys like to purchase anything from flowerknows and you'd like to get a discount off your order, don't forget to check out my referral links and my discount code. I do earn a small commission from it, and I thank you guys so much if you choose to shop with my links. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.